That's enough about that. Shall we talk about the co-main event?
Yeah, let's talk about the
maybe?
co-main. So the co-main, the co-main isn't exactly juicy. We've got Kalen Williams versus Carlson Harris. Kalen coming in at age 30, Carlson coming in at age 36. That's the most interesting thing about this fight. Chaos of the Ox fighter.
Jeez.
Wow.
Of the Ox
This guy
fighter.
is an exciting fighter. Look at his name. So coming off a win against Rolando Bodea, a loss to Randy Brown before that, but Randy Brown is the split decision merchant. He's obviously fought Mikel Pereira, and he took him to a decision. You know, this guy, he isn't bad. He's just been a little bit... he fought Holloway.
Jeremy
Bo
Holloway.
Yan. Beijing Combat.
Beijing Combat, damn.
4.
Was he on Octagon Promotion, maybe?
Let's have a look. That's going to be a new
King of the
thing. We've just got to we've got to check. Anyone who's fought on Octagon Promotion, we love.
Yeah, we have to pick them.
Carlson Harris, I think it's like a Russian kind of promotion. So,
Oh, he's fought Shavkat.
is he really?
Yeah.
Did he beat him?
No. Oh, he beat
Carlson Harris.
Jared Gordon?
Jared
So what?
Gooden.
Oh, my bad.
So he's had a very deep career, much deeper than Kalin. Coming off 2 wins, a win against Jeremiah Wells via technical submission, and a win against Jared Gooden. Obviously, before that, coming across from Shavkat, you're never going to really fare well.
No.
He's beaten Imper Kasanya. He is the current champ in PFL.
He's the one.
He's had some good wins. TKO'd him as well.
He's the one that got knocked out by Joaquin.
This is going to be a good fight. I'm pretty confident that this is going to be a good fight.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a finish. I don't know. What are you thinking, actually?
Yeah, I'd like to say a finish here.
I've got a feeling.
Welterweight, holding a bit more power.
He's
Mozambique versus Chaos the Ox fighter.
I think we're going to see Carlin Chaos the Ox fighter Williams get the finish here. I think we're going to see him finish him in round 2. I think it's going to be close though. I think these guys are pretty well matched.
Yeah.
So I think this is going to be a good one.
But again, it comes down to the topic of this weekend is it's like an experience versus up and coming hungry.
Exactly.
You know, like
exactly. I think we're good enough to go there. We've got Omar Sy. He's 9-0, French boy.
No nickname.
Against Antonio Broccoli. He's making his debut in the UFC. He has fought in Octagon MMA.
Oh, it's
not Octagon
it's
Promotion.
And it's spelt wrong.
100% fight.
100%
Some of
fight.
these
41.
names are
The
fucked.
champ is back.
Octagon
Eagles
MMA.
Fighting Championship.
Eagles Fighting Championship.
Is it?
That's
No,
not
it's
the
not.
same one, I don't think.
EFC 1.
Well, it doesn't matter anyways. So he's 4 KOs, 3 subs, 2 decisions, 28 years old, coming out of France. This is in the 205-pound division. And he's fighting Antonio Tricoli again, who's got a little bit more UFC than experience than him. But not that much. He's not exactly a deeply experienced fighter. He's had 1 fight on the Dana White's Contender Series, which he went to a no contest, but he's been brought into the UFC now. So basically 2 guys who are making their debuts. Big man. Jesus.
Light heavyweight though, isn't it?
185. Yeah, it is light heavyweight.
So he's coming up from middleweight.
Is this? Are they fighting at light heavyweight or
I
middleweight?
believe so. Yep, light heavyweight.
Yeah, so he's coming up from middleweight to fight Omar Sy.
Omar.
His one said
Omar.
light heavyweight. So,
all right.
I think we're going to see a decision here, though. These guys aren't exactly finishing merchants.
I'm going for Almar.
You go for Almar. I'll go for Tricoli.
Moving on.
Moving on.
What are
we have
actually going to say about this?
Going down the card. Huh?
Right.
Adrian Yanez. Adrian Yanez, obviously.
Viniquis Salvador.
Yeah. Adrian Yanez has some bloody good boxing, I'm telling you. But he's been on a bit of a skid. That Rob Font knockout was pretty insane. Can you remember that fight? He came out firing. I mean, up until this point, he was like everyone was kind of bigging him up as like the bantamweight Jorge Masvidal because he kind of has the same fighting style.
Right.
But who had he beaten? You know, he'd beaten Tony Kelly. He'd beaten Davy Grant. Like these are people he should be beating. Ben Askren. Yeah. No, who's the kid who looks like Ben Askren?
Chase Hooper.
Chase Hooper.
He fought last weekend, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. I'm impartial to his performance last weekend. Rob Font. But then, he came up against Rob Font, got finished in the first round because Rob Font just showed him levels. He was just better. And Yanez was way too forward pressure thing. And then, Rob Font just showed him levels and finished him off. Jonathan Martinez, leg kicking him into oblivion and finished him with the leg kicks. And now he's fighting Vinicus Salvador. Another tough fight. 13 KOs out of his 14 wins, one sub, 100% finishing victory. 27 years old. He's been finished 5 times though. So he's on a 2-fight skid himself, getting decision both times. I've got a feeling we're going to see Yanez here get this done, and this might be Vinicus's last fight in the UFC. Both guys on a 2-fight skid, so it's pretty vital for them both to win. I've got a feeling they're both going to go out there firing and look for a finish, and probably see one of them get it done. I think Yanez is going to probably knock him out in the first round.
Yep. I'll just tack on to your little idea there. Boom. What else have we got?
So going down even further, we've got Angela Hills fighting. I'm going to pick her by decision. We'll have a look into this lady, see what's going on with her. Angela Hills just she sold her soul or something because she just can't get
all
a
the
win.
time.
She does. Losing to she's the one who got fucking spinning wheel kicked.
Nah, actually, I'm going for Pin Hero.
Pin Hero.
Yeah.
Such a weird name.
Nah, I am
pretty less.
She was doing bits to Rebus before Rebus came out in that third round and just decided to have a look at my verdict picks and was like, yeah, okay, maybe I will knock her out in the third round.
Doing this for you, Jackson. She even said that on the broadcast.
She did, yeah, on a post-fight.
Combat corner, Jackson. I'm doing this for you. She did fight Michelle Waterson Gomez now and got the victory there, but split decision. Nice. Angela Hill's getting on a bit. And she's almost 50-50. She's 39.
What's her record?
16-13.
Oh.
She has had some really dodgy decisions not go her way, though, to be fair to her. I think we're either going to see Angela get a decision or we're going to see... I think it's going to go to decision, actually. I don't know what I'm saying.
I want to see Pin Hero get it done.
I think we might see her submit Angela Hill late in the fight, third round maybe.
Yeah, I agree, actually. Submission win.
Moving on, we have... What else is of note on this card?
Garimbo.
We've got Themba Garimbo fighting. I reckon he's probably going to get it done.
I hope so. He was talking about trying to get into a title fight this year. He's not in the rankings yet. No. So
he beat Pete Rodriguez.
Yeah.
So if you beat Pete Rodriguez, I'd say you're probably looking at a title fight next. After one more fight, I can see my breath.
That's nice. We do need a heater in here.
We do, but then it's not going to work.
Why?
Because it's just going to. Well, no. If we popped one down here.
What, down by you?
Work. Or you can have it on your side then. Well, if you put it on my side, the heat's going to go but if it goes there, it's not going to hit me.
Is it not?
No, I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We will.
But yeah, I'm going to call Themba Garimbo probably is going to get this done by decision. Okay. Maybe by a finish.
No, I'm going to say...
You're going to go Ramos?
I'm going to say second round knockout to Themba.
Second round knockout. The rest of it, we can probably just leave. There's not all that much to talk about. We can talk about it after it's happened.
Yep.
We do have a headline here that I wanted to discuss.
Michel Pereira explains why he won't fight Roman Dolidze. So this fight being announced last week, not long after Michel Pereira's win at UFC 301. They kind of want to throw him in there against a ranked middleweight a little bit further up the order.
They want to give him the chance to.
I think that's good. He has the star power to.
Fuck it.
To take it all the way, but does he have the? What am I trying to say? The IQ. Yeah, it's.
It looks like the UFC are trying to give him a bit of a layup. Obviously, I'm not saying Dolidze's an easy fight, but if he can beat Dolidze, she's number 8 ranked in the in the middleweight division. That's
and then
big.
he can go in there against someone in the top 5.
Yeah, top 5, and then we're looking at maybe a potential title contender, and we need some fresh names in middleweight.
Oh, hell yeah.
So the UFC are obviously like, look, Delidze's battle partner pulled out at UFC Louisville, which is next weekend or so, June 8th.
So these two train together. So,
yeah.
Pereira said he didn't agree to this fight. He trains with me every day at the PI Extreme Couture. He agreed to it, but I haven't. It's not the moment to fight him. If he agreed to it, that's his problem. I was surprised he agreed to it at all.
Dramas.
For me, in my head, he's a training partner, a friend. I see I'm not. Well, now it sounds like he's going to agree to it, doesn't he? He sounds pissed off.
But like, what I don't get is why the UFC, or why is anyone announcing that fights are signed before they really are? We need pen on paper, signatures on fucking contracts before fights get announced, because otherwise it just causes this annoying drama.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants this. And I wanted to bring up the point of, like, all these fighters go to Vegas to train, and there's the PI there, there's Extreme Couture there, where all the middleweights are. There's
so many middleweights fight out of Extreme Couture. Yeah.
And it becomes just a big issue.
You've got Strickland, you've got
Vittori.
Vittori trains there, yep, that's right.
He does a lot of training there.
You have Delidze, you have Chris Curtis, you've got Mikael Pereira. That's 5 middleweights that are all in the
ranked guys. And it becomes an issue. It does become an issue.
It's like you can't avoid it forever. In my eyes, he needs to take this fight because it advances his career. Sure, he's going to have to find somewhere else to train in the meantime, but like, dude, this is the shot that you're.
This is going to take you to
bring up the middleweight rankings, because there isn't a hell of a lot going on in that landscape at the moment. You've got Cannonier who's booked. You've got Whittaker who's booked. You've got Izzy who's most likely going to be fighting Dricus soon.
Let's be real.
Sean Strickland is booked.
Yeah,
yes, Sean Strickland's booked against Costa.
Yeah.
Brendan Allen, sure, maybe he's a fight, but he's too far up the rankings for Mikael. Who else you got there? Hamzat, who is booked. Hermanson,
that's
maybe.
An option, but I think he's almost booked to fight someone or something. I don't know.
Dude, it's just like Vittori. All of these guys. The only people that he can really fight are so far above him in the rankings. It doesn't make sense for them to take the fight.
Exactly. This is a layup because Delidze's fight, his opponent Anthony Hernandez pulled out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, look, we need someone to replace. Step in. We're giving you a really good opportunity here to jump into the rankings, beat a ranked guy.
He's in the rankings, but yeah, I agree.
Jump higher. So it's a little bit frustrating, but I don't know. I feel like that fight is still going to go ahead. We've still got time. The fight night is basically a month away. So, I mean, and that is also a very quick turnaround for him. I don't know whether he wants to go through another training camp, but...
Who's Cannonier booked against again?
He's booked against someone... Oh, Imamov.
Oh, that's right.
Killer Gorilla. Yeah, he's booked against Imamov, so...
Where's Imamov in the rankings? Oh, 8th.
8th, yeah.
God, they are really trying to move this division at the moment. I mean, Strickland coming off was it a split decision loss to Dricus? Or
yes,
was it just
it was split?
Split decision loss to Dricus, and now he's fighting the number 7th guy. You've got Whittaker, who's number 3, fighting the number 10th guy. You've got Cannonier at number 4, who's fighting number 8. Like, they are really trying to shake it up.
Yeah, well, the division has gotten kind of stale recently. And you've got the likes of Brendan Allen, you've got the likes of, Costa, your Hamzats, these, your Mikael Pereiras, your Anthony Hernandezes that are up and comers that just aren't quite there. We need fights to happen.
You'd think with the amount of changeovers that this division has had in terms of a champion in the last 2 years now, you'd think people would be a bit more hungry to really advance.
You think we'd have more contenders.
Yeah, but it has. You're right. It's gone stale. And this top 15 has looked pretty similar to this for a wee while now. Sure, the names have moved around a little bit, but they're all the same names.
I want to see Usman make a little bit of a stamp into the middleweight division if he's going to
Do you know what?
Continue fighting.
Usman should fight Delidze.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. If he wants to make a swing at the belt there, I think it's probably a bit of a weird one with Izzy potentially fighting for the belt. But, he's fought there before, so, I don't know. It's a tricky one, man.
It is. What else we got?
Let's see if there's any more news. Any more news? What's the news? What's happening? Oh no, can't talk about that.
Yeah, that happened last week.
Demetrius Johnson has come out in the news and revealed how much money he's made from EA UFC games, which is interesting. So they obviously get paid to be on the game, I think. I got very first check I got for being on the UFC game was 25K. A lot of you guys are like, that was it, guys. Think about this: 25K just to be in a video game. I don't think Ryu can have ever got a check for 25. Yeah, fair.
Wow. Yeah, I guess that makes sense considering he hasn't. Getting a phone call.
I think I'm getting a bell.